Travis Scott and Kendrick Lamar's Goosebumps isn't just a hit anymore, it's a piece of history. The haunting, adrenaline-soaked anthem that once shook clubs and car speakers around the world has now become the highest certified rap song in U.S. history. Nearly a decade after its release, the song's impact hasn't faded, it's only grown louder. The Recording Industry Association of America, better known as the RIAA, officially confirmed that Goosebumps has gone 17x platinum, meaning it sold over 17 million units in the United States alone. That puts it in a category that very few songs, in any genre, ever reach. Welcome to celebrity rap life, where the red carpets never roll up and the spotlight never fades. The rewards are legendary. Because in celebrity rap life, every downfall can become a comeback, and every headline tells a deeper story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next. Think about that for a second. A track born out of Travis Scott's chaotic imagination and Kendrick Lamar's lyrical precision has outlasted trends, outstreamed entire eras, and dethroned Drake's God's Plan, which previously held the crown with 16x platinum. It's not just a number, it's a statement. A declaration that the collision between two creative powerhouses can still echo through the culture years after its release. When Goosebumps first dropped in December 2016 as part of Travis Scott's album Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight, no one could have predicted the way it would transcend time. It wasn't even the biggest single on the album when it came out. Pick Up the Phone and Through the Late Night were getting heavy radio rotation. But Goosebumps was something different, darker, more hypnotic, almost eerie in the way it pulled listeners in. The beat, crafted by Cardo, Young Exclusive, and Cubiats, carried a pulse that felt like it belonged in a dream you didn't want to wake up from. And when Kendrick Lamar slid in with his verse, everything changed. His flow, precise and venomous, cut through Travis's melodic haze like a laser through fog. The song was more than a hit, it was an atmosphere. A late-night fever dream about love, lust, anxiety, and the haunting thrill of fame. Even the title Goosebumps captured that emotional rush. It's the feeling of adrenaline when everything's heightened, when love feels dangerous, and success feels suffocating. Travis once described the song as a moment where emotions peak so hard, your body reacts before your mind does. It didn't need to hit no. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 to make an impact. When it peaked at no. 32 on the Hot 100 and topped the rhythmic chart, it was already dominating the streaming world. People weren't just playing it once, they were looping it. It became an anthem for a generation living on nocturnal energy and emotional intensity. From parties to festivals, Goosebumps became a ritual. When that haunting synth line began, crowds knew exactly what was coming, a surge of collective electricity. Even more incredible is how the song aged. While many tracks from 2016 feel frozen in time, Goosebumps grew. It didn't fade when the next wave of trap music hit. It didn't disappear when TikTok changed how songs go viral. Instead, it adapted. In 2020, Travis dropped a remix of Goosebumps with HVME that reignited its life, bringing the track to a whole new audience in the electronic music world. The remix climbed charts in Europe and reintroduced the original version to fans who might have missed it the first time around. What makes Goosebumps legendary isn't just the streaming numbers, it's the chemistry between Travis and Kendrick. Few collaborations in hip-hop feel this natural, yet this unexpected. Travis's world is chaotic and psychedelic. Kendrick's is introspective and razor-sharp. Yet somehow, on this track, they met in perfect balance. Travis's hypnotic repetition built tension, and Kendrick's verse released it. It's like watching two artists speak different dialects of the same emotional language. The certification news cements the song in the cultural archives of hip-hop. Goosebumps now stands shoulder to shoulder with tracks like Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus' Old Town Road, Imagine Dragons' Radioactive, and Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey, all tied at 17x platinum across genres. The only songs standing above it are Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud, Journey's Don't Stop Believin', both at 18x platinum, and Post Malone's Sunflower, which reigns supreme at 20x platinum. To see a rap song among that lineup says everything about hip-hop's dominance in modern music. For Travis Scott, this milestone is another layer in his legacy. Since Goosebumps, he's built an empire off his ability to merge sound and spectacle. His live performances turned into cultural events. His 2018 Astroworld tour blurred the line between concert and amusement park, while his virtual Fortnite show in 2020 pulled in over 12 million viewers in real time. Every era of Travis Scott builds off the last, and Goosebumps is the foundation that made it all possible. For Kendrick Lamar, it's another reminder of how his influence stretches far beyond traditional boundaries. Even when he isn't the lead artist, his presence transforms a track. His verse on Goosebumps wasn't just a guest appearance, it was an exclamation mark. The same artist who'd go on to win a Pulitzer Prize for Damn showed that his reach extended from conscious storytelling to raw, visceral energy. Kendrick's ability to step into Travis's world and make it even more compelling is part of what makes him one of the most versatile rappers alive. But beyond the artists, Goosebumps reflects a cultural shift. It represents the streaming generation's power to define longevity. Back in the early 2000s, a 17x platinum certification was almost unthinkable. Physical sales and radio play controlled the charts. Now, the way people interact with music replays, playlists, viral moments keep songs alive long after their release. Goosebumps didn't just survive, it thrived because fans kept finding new ways to connect with it. It's been featured in countless edits, remixes, live sets, and viral videos, each time reintroducing it to a fresh wave of listeners. Even today, nearly a decade later, Goosebumps still sends shockwaves when that beat drops at a Travis concert. Fans light up their phones, jump in sync, and scream every lyric word for word. That's not nostalgia, that's endurance. Few songs from any era can still command that kind of energy years later. When you look at the numbers, the achievement is staggering. 17 million certified units. Over 2 billion streams combined across platforms. Hundreds of millions of YouTube views. But numbers only tell part of the story. What really matters is what the song represents. Goosebumps captured a generation's emotional chaos, a blend of love, fear, excitement, and disconnection that defined late 2010s culture. It was the sound of youth in digital times, wired, anxious, and euphoric all at once. The legacy of Goosebumps isn't just about Travis Scott or Kendrick Lamar. It's about how collaboration can create timelessness. Two artists from completely different corners of hip-hop came together and crafted something that still resonates nearly 10 years later. It's proof that when you strip away trends and marketing, the music itself still has the power to carry an artist to immortality. And while the record now stands at 17x platinum, the story isn't over. Goosebumps continues to stream millions of times per week. With Travis Scott's constant reinvention and Kendrick Lamar's continued dominance, it wouldn't be surprising to see the song climb even higher, maybe joining the elite few that hit 18x or 20x platinum in the coming years. The idea that a dark, moody late-night anthem could one day rival pop juggernauts like Thinking Out Loud or Sunflower says everything about how hip-hop has reshaped the soundscape of modern music. What started as a deep cut-off Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight evolved into a generational anthem. From college dorms to festival stages, Goosebumps became a universal signal, a moment where every crowd, no matter where they are, erupts in unison. The hook "I get those goosebumps every time" isn't just a lyric anymore. It's a shared experience, a feeling that connects millions of people through sound. Travis Scott once said that his music is about creating worlds. Goosebumps was one of the first doors into that world. It showed that his vision wasn't just about hype or energy, it was about emotion, about translating feelings into sound. And Kendrick, with his verse, brought depth to that world, grounding it with meaning. Together, they didn't just make a song, they made a moment that refuses to fade. As of now, Goosebumps stands as one of the most successful collaborations in rap history. It's a benchmark for what can happen when artistry meets authenticity. In an era where hits come and go in weeks, this song's nearly decade-long reign reminds us that true impact takes time to reveal itself. You can't rush timelessness. So when people look back years from now, at the era when streaming redefined music, Travis Scott and Kendrick Lamar's Goosebumps will be one of the defining landmarks. A song that started as a nocturnal experiment and ended as an immortal anthem. It's rare for a track to give you literal chills when you first hear it, and even rarer for it to give the whole world goosebumps nearly 10 years later. That's not just a hit record. That's legacy. This story is far from over, and the truth is still unfolding. I want to hear what you think. Drop your take in the comments. And if you don't want to miss the next twist, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of what's coming next.